And if you don't break the cycle, it'll be continual, like every year or every month or every time you think of that person, that it's almost like a visceral response. And you almost gotta like say, wait a minute, hold on. I want to choose something differently. I want to do something different. I want to celebrate. Like I don't want to be.
I want to be sad.
I don't want to be sad. Right?
But you know what? It's interesting as we're again talking about loss. So there's different types of loss that we experience.
Yeah.
And Kia, even like the example you gave of just kind of letting go, learning to let go.
Losing self.
Of yourself. One quote that I
lost
found.
myself too before.
You have?
I have.
See?
Did you want to
But
did you miss
it was more so missing myself prior to bad relationships.
Yeah. Like how you were before?
How I was before. It was like you would be more outgoing, energetic, hang with this.
Yeah.
And then it was like I got into a bad relationship and it was like, hey, I'm withdrawn from what I would normally do to kind of try to please the other one.
Yeah.
So it was like once I was out of it,
yeah.
it was almost like I'm out of it, and it was like, so how do I get the old me back? The one prior to the bad release.
Yeah.
How do I get that person back? Because she was having a good time.
This
person
life
right here is kind of new, and I don't know what to do with her. But,
Right, here we are.
Well, and here we are. And one quote that I found, it says, all the art of living lies in a fine mingling of letting go and holding on.
Yeah.
Both. I like that. It is, yeah.
It's like art.
It
really is.
I'm going to keep a little bit of this. I'm going to let a little bit of that
go.
I'm going to keep a little.
But it's not bad to hold on to something.
Especially that old self that was good. Like, that chick was up and moving. She was out. She was mixing. She was mingling. Like, I'm trying to get her back.
hold on to that.
But that other part.
She gonna be different. She gonna be much more wiser.
Smarter.
She'll be smarter. She's gonna make better choices.
Exactly.
She won't settle for the same thing. It's like, okay, while I want the fun one to come back, I'm gonna enjoy this new one that I became too. I'm gonna tweak her a little bit. Yeah.
And is that not how we continue to kind of grow on and glow on?
Yes.
And level up and all the different little phrases and
that we like to use.
I'm like glow up.
Glowing up. It's funny. It's interesting when you think about like just letting go.
Yeah.
But letting go is a scary thing sometimes.
It is.
It can be very scary because
it's very scary.
You don't most of the time right.
What else is out there?
You definitely can become victim to it.
But
because you're afraid. You're afraid.
You're terrified. But what helped me through it is my faith.
Yep.
Definitely.
Because even when I couldn't see, I knew that God can see, and that's why they say I don't know what everybody believe, but I know what you ladies believe, but you gotta trust God. And I remember I put something out there that I said something about like I walked so far out in life that if I fall, only God can catch me.
Yeah.
There was no circumstance, no situation. It would only be God because I was so far out.
Yep.
I was in unfamiliar territory. He had to do it. I was lost.
Yeah.
I was lost.
Yeah. And I think the certainty that comes with the uncertainty, right, is built around your faith.
Yes.
Like the only way you can be strong through it. And I've had, interestingly enough, I've had a lot of people that just, I don't know how to put it, but they just can't seem to let me be okay. Like, if that makes any sense.
No, because for the most part, they feel like
no.
You should be like wallowing in this pity and walking around like you about to fall apart
because they wanted to not be a facade.
Exactly.
And I think their fear is I want her to really be okay, and if she's not okay, I want to make sure that I help crack through that veil that she could be wearing. That's really what it is. Because some people do fake it.
Yeah,
and
I know it's all good intention.
And go home and cry and fall. Falling apart. Life just like girl, you ain't managing.
And I found myself at one point when you talk about kind of holding on to your old self. I found myself. So leading up to this, my mom had been sick, and leading up to my dad passing, he had been sick. Leading up to my grandma passing, she had been sick.
Okay,
and each of them led to the other, so it was almost like a preparation in place. And so for me, it was like, no, I almost found myself trying to like make myself not be okay. So that I could have the breakdown, so that people could see the breakdown.
Yeah,
and be like,
am I not normal?
You're right.
Now she's okay.
I'm not
right.
I feel checking yourself like, well, maybe I'm not.
Am I a horrible daughter?
Right.
It's like, it's your mom.
It just shows that your faith is really strong in God because you allowed him to be able to help you through this transition. And most of the time people don't know how to do that. And they're not able to transition.
And you're finding support.
Different things to do.
I mean, it's not like, it's like wherever I am with this, I'm going to be supported through it.
And that's the piece.
Right? I recognize that I'm experiencing grief in whatever way I'm experiencing that. I miss my mom. I lost my mom. Let me get support to go forward. But she got the
support,
here.
And some people don't get the support to help them through it.
That's a beautiful thing.
And for any of our listeners, if you are going through, this experience recently, or even if it was years ago, because there's some people who, like you said, Jazz, who just haven't allowed themselves, haven't had a chance to grieve and resolve with it. Get yourself, hooked up with some resources. Like I said, griefshare.org is an amazing resource. Not only can you get information from them, like a daily devotional and stuff, but they will also connect you with grief counseling workshops in your area. Yeah. It's a national organization. So before we close out for today, ladies, I was, looking through, as we do, just different things that have touched me. And so I found something by Aunt Maya.
Auntie, says, come on through.
Auntie Maya, the legacy. She continues to live on. And she says, when I think of death, that's the title. When I think of death, and of late, the idea has come with alarming frequency. I seem at peace with the idea that a day will dawn when I will no longer be among those living in this valley of strange humors. I can accept the idea of my own demise, but I am unable to accept the death of anyone else. I find it impossible to let a friend or relative go into that country of no return. Disbelief becomes my close companion, and anger follows in its wake. I answer the heroic question, death, where is thy sting? With it is in here my heart and mind and memories. So in this poem that she wrote, just some background around it, it was her experience in have recently lost someone.
Okay.
And how she could understand that she had to die.
Right.
But the thought of losing someone else that she loved is hard.
It's hard.
And you just really don't want to let go. So again, keeping in mind, whenever we think of these losses and things like that, it should be motivation to encourage ourselves.
Absolutely.
To kind of keep ourselves sound. And for our listeners, again, if you need support in this area, reach out to us. If you have questions, each of us have experienced loss, including close ones like moms and siblings and things like that. So reach out to us. So we want to thank you, as always, for tuning in to another episode of The Legacy. We appreciate you. We love you. We enjoy you sticking with us through this journey.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you, ladies. Remember that you can find us on social media on Instagram at Leading Ladies, 2, Legacy. Woo-hoo. Always remember to chase your dreams and leave your legacy.
Leave it.
We out.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Let it go, right? Leave it.
L-I-G.
Definitely a leave it.